He's the motion man on first down and goal. Back to the ground. It's Robinson who gets blown up by T.J. Watt. As good as anybody in the game.
He has no help. See the right guard. He's covered. That's a reach block trying to get to the perimeter on that zone run, and you overstep. T.J. Watt's good enough to come back door underneath that block, and
running back this time. And miscommunication there in the timing. It deflected off of the motion man, and T.J. Watt's on top of it. Self-inflicted wound right there for the Falcons.
Get tackled inbounds, the game's over.
Only 60 yards of offense for the Falcons since halftime. And Cousins is sacked. Guess who? T.J. Watt putting an exclamation on this one.
Well, the way the second half went, that feels like a very fitting end of how this game is going to conclude. They had no answer for the Pittsburgh pass rush. T.J. Watt was a force the entire game, had 2 strip sack fumbles negated for penalties.
Steelers coming with a different defensive alignment, but you better believe there will be eyes on the quarterback.
McLaughlin, top of your picture. Nick's hard fake twice, and they get him. What? Shoestring sack from the master himself.
I don't even know. Here's Watt coming off the edge. Did he? I don't know if he even touched him.
And off to Williams, and he's going backwards. T.J. Watt getting there first for the Steelers. It'll be 3rd and 7.
To be able to change the play at the line of scrimmage, because Pittsburgh lines up everybody at the line, and they just run right into it.
So 3rd and 7, quick snap. Nix again under pressure on the throw. Over the middle looking for Humphrey, but it was guess who? T.J. Watt.
Turn this corner on McGlinchey. They've been doing a pretty good job of having somebody, a tight end, somebody over on that side to give some help and some relief to the right tackle.
They're bringing it. And Heineke taken down by T.J. Watt.
With modern day, Lawrence Taylor-ish.
And that gives him now 99.5 sacks in his decorated career.
3rd and 6. Dak. Watt chasing. Coming in. Ball out. Herbig jumps on it. And the Steelers have forced the turnover. 2nd and 10. Prescott. T.J. Watt there with a flag down. The 2 rush ends, Herbig and Watt, meet at the quarterback again.
He's going to go 1, 2, 3 and dip down underneath Terrence Steele. That is his signature move right there. The rip, the dip underneath, and then he can turn that corner like a NASCAR driver right there. Big time play by TJ.
Raiders need at least a couple first downs to change things.
Madison is accounted for the only scoring for Las Vegas. He gets the call, and he gets thrown down in the backfield by T.J. Watt.
It's going to loosen up a defensive front.
Tailback is Dylan Laube out of New Hampshire. Laube loses the football, and the Steelers have it. They gave Laube an opportunity, and it's a cough-up. Pittsburgh takes over.
When you can do more than one thing, first you set the edge if you're T.J. Watt. Look at the right hand. A pure punch that knocks it out of the rookie's hands. And then the white shirts scramble for the football and come up with it. Tackle secured by Watt and Clean. And Watt knew the tackle was secure. So go ahead and take a shot at the punch. Actually, he punched it before the tackle was secure. He understood that right hand could be dynamite. And yeah, how about a little dap from the head coach? You're fortunate if you're Raiders that you're only down 12-7, that number of plays in your territory.
They had a great opening drive, but there's been a whole lot of that since. T.J. Watt engulfs Madison.
I guarantee you this is going to be one comment that comes out of this play. Guys, we said before the game, you're going to have to block number 90 on every play.
3rd and goal. Shotgun. O'Connell give. Abdullah. Oh, he lost it! The Steelers have it. Abdullah coughs it up right at the goal line. Recovered once again by Pittsburgh.
So watch Watt, 89, plays off the block of Glaze and Bowers. And that wasn't a full punch, but he definitely took his arm to the football and the crook of the arm of the ball carrier to try and jar it free, and he does. The intelligence this man plays again. Actually, it was a punch. He did it again. That's a second right hand that's worked for him. I thought he had just gone in there and hooked it out. Nope, it's a deliberate right there. Bam. Hand, fist, on ball.
The bookend to the pass rushes of T.J. Watt. Inside give. Hall, great read from behind by Deshaun Elliott, leading this team in tackles. Loss of 3.
Here we go. When you're playing against the Steelers, you never know who it's going to be. And here comes Elliott right out of the back end of this thing and into the arms of T.J. Watt as well. They just sort of vice you down, one from one side, one from the other. And what looked like an easy conversion becomes tougher. Davante Adams.
Rodgers, Watt right there in his face, able to get the deflection. So he hasn't been able to get to Aaron, but that time with the quick game, he got those arms up. 3rd down.
He's going to have an open receiver right in here. That time, TJ just too quick. He won quickly, got back into throwing lanes, and made a huge play when it mattered most. Vontae had it. Catch and run opportunities is what they're looking for out of those RPOs.
And even with Singletary back last week and this week, Tracy's kind of been the guy.
2nd down and 10. Protection breaks down. Jones is sacked. T.J. Watt.
Well, they put it back to this side, and then they got a tight end over here to help on T.J. Watt. And Daniel Jones feels the pressure from Highsmith, just not quite able to get away from T.J. Watt. You'd like to say, hey, maybe you can get that ball out. Make it a 3rd and 10.
Pressure off the edge. Watt returns the favor.
Well, they put the tight end Theo Johnson here. They got Devin Singletary, and for the life of me, why would you not help your tackle? And they don't. Devin Singletary releases, and it's one-on-one, and as T.J. Watt has said, he gets about 3 or 4 single opportunities to go after the quarterback when he's not getting double-teamed. And Illuminor, who came into the game feeling that he was up to the challenge, in the critical moment of the game, T.J. Watt gets the single, and he takes advantage of it.
2nd and 3 here for the Ravens. Blown up by Watt. Derrick Henry.
This is one of those you just can't explain it, and here's why. All week long, all Baltimore talked about was we have to block T.J. Watt. And all of a sudden, he's an unblocked free runner to the play and became an explosive hitter at the end of it.
You just alluded to, Pittsburgh goes with it here. 3rd and 11. Jackson out of the pocket. Jackson stop. Start again. And he's out of bounds.
The coverage must be very good downfield, and you have to ask what's going on with the receivers. Are you creating?
180.
Half a minute to go in the quarter. Chubb to the outside, gets taken down to the 31. T.J. Watt, quiet night so far, makes the tackle here.
The numbers, as prodigious as they've been for Cincinnati offensively, have not translated into wins. And Brown is bottled up. Steelers were ready for it. Keanu Benton leading that charge. It's a loss of 1.
And he's doing it well.
We are under 5 minutes to play in this first half. High-scoring affair. Burrow steps up. Oh, didn't see the defender. The ball is free. The Steelers pick it up, and they've got it. T.J. Watt knocks it away. Watt has been the best in the business doing that.
And it's also the hustle. It's the extra effort. He was past him in the pass rush, and he retraced his steps. And when Burrow stepped up to his side, Watt took advantage and gets the strip sack for Pittsburgh. Big-time downs. He's got Chase in the slot.
They couple him with Higgins. Burrow in trouble, and Burrow is dumped. Watt and Benton.
Quickly off the line of scrimmage. Watch the back part. because the coverage is so good, he can't find it. 1 look, 2 look, 3 look, and guess what? Now his vision's filled with white shirts. There's TJ Watt taking away his vision first with a jump. Coverage was...
From the 17. Chubb brought down right away by TJ Watt for a loss of 5 on the first play for the Browns.
He's got such a unique gift to understand when the quarterback's going to keep it or not. He didn't even have to play a surf technique. He's just going to go right down the line. And he can tell body language, the instincts. He makes that decision.
3rd and 4. It's only a 3-man rush. Hurts just going to run. Can he get there? Has a way to go. And he is still up. And now the ball comes loose. Did the Steelers get it? They did. Here's Hurts to throw. 4-man rush. Some pressure from TJ Watt, who gets there and trips him up. So now it's 3rd and 12. 4-man rush, Hurts, some pressure. Here comes Watt again, looking for that strip sack. Doesn't get that, but does get the sack. TJ Watt delivers.
He was going for it there. Not really the chip from Calcaterra that Johnson is looking for. He's counting on way more than that. And Watt, oh my God, how does he hold on to that ball?
3 safeties often. Safety as a nickel, spin move, it doesn't go anywhere.
Goes down into that C gap, which is between the tackle and the tight end, and just a little too much. We saw Travis Kelce get him a little bit earlier, which was a nice block, and then here TJ gets a little payback.
They've won 5 in a row after the loss to Buffalo, the only blemish on their record at 14-1. Mahomes batted up in the air, free ball, incomplete. Patrick Queen had a beat on it, could not secure it.
And then the big guys in the middle with their hands up. That's the hands you were talking about.
Those the hands.
TJ. There's those hands.
Listen, as much as we compliment your little bro, we know he's fast off the line of scrimmage. We know he's strong. He can bull rush you. I just feel like he has all these other variables and elements to his game.